such a consequential president of the United States, a Mount Rushmore kind of president of the United States. Want to know what comes next.
That he belongs up there on Mount Rushmore? Lincoln and Joe Biden.
But you got Teddy Roosevelt up there, and he's wonderful. I don't say take him down, but you can add Biden.
Okay, even at 60 Minutes, Leslie Stahl couldn't believe what she was hearing from former Speaker Nancy Pelosi, claiming that Joe Biden should be put on Mount Rushmore. Eric Swalwell, a Democrat, is saying that too. It's striking given they're saying that because the New York Times reports Joe Biden has not even raised money from Democrats to build his presidential library. The New York Times reports he raised exactly zero in new donations in all of 2024. Let's welcome back to the show podcast host Katie Miller. Katie, it's good to see you again. What do you make of this? What do you think the Democrat donors are seeing? You've been working hard on covering stories like this. What are they seeing about Biden's legacy?
I just want to start off the top and say the only thing that Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden have in common is that they don't know where they are in any given day of the week, right? They're both past their prime in the Democratic Party. And so when you see President Biden and his failure to raise not a single dollar in 2024, I look to the outstanding debt of Kamala Harris and her failed presidential campaign, where the DNC is still picking up the tab and she still has outstanding debt from her campaign, right? Democratic donors have had to fund over $20 million to retire her debt when she's not even a popular figure amongst the Democrats.
Okay.
When you look at
Yeah, go ahead. Finish your thought. I'm so sorry.
No, I mean, President Trump this year alone has raised $50 million towards his presidential library. Yet President Biden, again, who doesn't even know what day of the week it is, can't raise a single dollar because no one is impressed by his failure as a presidency, his inability to know where he is. I bet he didn't even know he was at the Eagles game this weekend.
Yeah, well, that's tough words from you. We'll be trying to cover all of that for sure. I mean, you know, turning to the Obama Center is costing taxpayers nearly $250 million, $250 million for infrastructure costs. Taxpayers have to pay for that, for upgrades around the Obama Center. The Obama Center has already doubled in cost to $850 million. They spent about $650 million in donations on building it. But, you know, we've just heard from Mark Meredith. We've been reporting locals in Chicago do not like the Obama Center. It's ugly. They call it a monstrosity.
It's one of the ugliest pieces of architecture I've ever seen. President Trump, who is one of the best builders in the nation, right? Look what he's trying to do to the White House, to the Oval Office, to the Cabinet Room, and upgrade America's aging infrastructure, which has so badly needed to be done throughout the country. Look at the Kennedy Center, the United States Institute of Peace, right? These are things that the American people have invested money in, and they want to see it well spent. If you compare that to President Obama's library, just like every other single Democrat project in which they've asked the taxpayer to spend money on, it's way over budget, way past its delivery date, and it looks ugly. And you see that in every single picture of the President Obama's library. People are still funding it, of course, because at least he stands for something and everyone knows what he articulates. He's articulating the death of the West and the downfall of our society, of course. But at least he stands for something, where President Biden on any given day is just mumbling and shuffling through the day.
Katie Miller, thanks for being with us tonight. It's great to see you again. Thanks for helping us out on that story.